CBS next Thursday at 10, 9 Central.
Wind shifting to the north as we head on through the day Friday. That'll lead to some limited amounts of lake effect. I'll have more weather details coming up at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we're live near the Ronald Reagan National Airport with reactions from travelers on last night's tragic plane crash. Plus, we have more details on two teenage sisters who have opened their own business up in Escanaba. We'll hear how it's bringing them closer as a family. And we check out a wild game dinner at the Northern Center put on by the Michigan Home Builders Association. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Checking things out for Marquette as we head on into Friday, the end of the week, winding down the month of January here. And you can see temperatures not changing much. It's going to hold upper 20s a bit. Will probably fall. Might be a little cooler than this 26 for the end of the day. On and off snow showers on that northerly flow. And we'll keep it dry for the evening hours. And temperatures again across the area may top 30, but then will drop again as colder air comes in out of the north. Rest of the weekend forecast coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. And starting off with last night's tragic plane crash, so far about 30 of the 67 bodies have been recovered from the mid-air crash between a commercial plane and a military helicopter near Washington, D.C. That crash happened last night. Officials say divers have searched all areas that are accessible and will continue their investigation and recovery efforts on Friday. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp has been following this developing story, and she joins us now live from the Ronald Reagan National Airport. Rachel.
Good evening, Kevin. So this event has just devastated Americans. This airport closed down temporarily for a few hours following that crash, and then it reopened later this morning, even as those recovery efforts were going on in the nearby Potomac River. Now, travelers I spoke with are just heartbroken for the victims and their families.
I was traveling from Louisville, Kentucky, back home here to DCA, and just found out about the tragic crash this morning.
Travelers coming home or passing through Ronald Reagan National Airport are devastated about the mid-air crash that happened here Wednesday night.
I was extremely shocked, also very sad for the families who were waking up this morning and realizing that they had lost people overnight, which is so sad to me. I also work for an airline, so I can only imagine what they're going through also, just with this terrible, terrible tragedy.
We were very nervous about flying. I'm always nervous about flying, but especially today. But I really just, was determined to keep the crash victims and their families in my prayers, because that was just such devastating news.
The American Airlines operated flight from Wichita, Kansas was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members. It was approaching to land at DCA when it collided with an Army Black Hawk helicopter. The helicopter was carrying 3 service members. Officials say no one survived the crash. Crews from all over raced to the Potomac River. The dark, cold, and windy conditions made the search for bodies more difficult. As questions of how this crash happened remain under investigation, passengers we spoke with encourage people to look out for one another during this difficult time.
Hoping that we can find a solution so this never ever happens ever again.
Every day is priceless, and to just live every day fully and tell everyone that you love them, because you never know when your last day with your family will be. So again, my prayers go out to the crash victims and their families.
Now, Kevin, the NTSB, they say they don't want to speculate on anything. They will release the facts as they are verified by that organization. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much for the coverage. To wrap up the first month of Michigan's new legislature, representatives have received their committee assignments. Over 50 bills have been introduced to the House this month. The legislation is now waiting for referral to the newly appointed committees. Members are usually selected depending on their backgrounds. The representatives will guide the specialized bodies in reviewing legislation for the next 2 years.
When we came up with these assignments, what we tried to do is look at not what the lobbyists think you should do, not what Lansing thinks you should do. Where is your heart and what are you passionate about?
The Upper Peninsula's representatives have been appointed leadership roles in a number of committees, and we have a full list of those committees and the assignments on WZMQ19.com and our mobile news app. Over in Escanaba, two teenage sisters are putting their entrepreneurial spirit to work with a new business. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
Emma Bowden and Macy Kuman started Gladstone Savers in their mom's basement less than a year ago.
We buy pallets of like Amazon merchandise, Target merchandise, and unclaimed mail packages. We store everything out that's in it, find the retail price of it, and then we mark it down between like 50 to 70% off a retail price.
Their mom bought the first pallet, and they took over from there, selling products to a growing customer base on Facebook.
Thought it would be easier instead of people coming to our houses that we had our own shop open so they can come in and look around themselves.
Last month, they officially opened a storefront on Danforth Road in Escanaba, where they say they offer something for everybody.
We have kids stuff, clothes, toys, seasonal, so we have a lot of Christmas, like Thanksgiving, Halloween decoration. We have a small men's section. We're working on that one.
Most of it is household items that you need and use.
The sisters say the community has given them a warm welcome, and business has been good so far, but they have aspirations for even more.
I am hoping to get a bigger storefront in a more busy area like Main Street. We're kind of in the back of the town right now, but I would like to see it go bigger, maybe do some shipping.
16-year-old Macy says co-running her own business has been great preparation for the future.
To like have money so we can grow and like go to colleges and be able to like get stuff that we want when we're older, just be able to do things with our lives.
19-year-old Emma says Gladstone Savers has helped strengthen her bond with her family, especially her sister.
We were all kind of here and there. Nobody was home at the same time. And then we started this and we all kind of worked together.
It's nice to come here and talk to each other and be able to work together as a business.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
Tonight, the Upper Peninsula's Home Builders Association held their 8th annual Wild Game Dinner at the Northern Center. Our John Truitt has the details.
More than 350 adventurous diners gathered to raise money for the HBA's Skilled Trade Scholarship Fund and Workforce Development Initiative. On the menu was braised wild boar, goat stew, and bison tips, along with a wide variety of side dishes. In addition to the exotic cuisine, there were various raffles, with prizes ranging from guns to baby clothes. There was something for everyone at this raffle. HBA official Sarah Foster says this event provides critical funding for their scholarship programs in a field that desperately needs more workers.
There is such a need. There's a shortage. It's almost a crisis. I mean, the people who are highly skilled in carpentry right now, they're already working.
A main goal of the HBA is the training and recruiting of construction workers. The head of the Michigan HBA, Aaron Hovestad, says there is a crucial need for professional home builders.
There is so much opportunity to earn while you learn, and you can go to work right now for somebody, earn a good living, a good wage, and then if you want to take that to another level and create and start your own business, there's no better way to do that.
According to Carl Harris, the national chairman of HBA, the worker shortage extends well beyond the UP. It is a major factor in the lack of affordable housing.
We need to get those houses built. It's not a demand side, it is truly a supply side.
The lack of affordable housing, ironically, is a real impediment in attracting construction workers to build the homes to ease the housing shortage.
Then the problem becomes they can't find housing. So then housing goes right into that. If we want to bring more workers, we have to find housing. So we're constantly fighting the battle against housing as well.
In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Tom DeVecchio has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, we look at how laws around seatbelts have improved driving safety around the country over the years. And many are trying to stick to their New Year's resolutions. We'll hear how weightlifting can help improve your health. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture. Something wonderful is happening to Club Keno. There's a new and improved kicker, bigger jackpots from the jack, and more chances to win with +3. New ways to play means more chances to win bigger prizes. Play Club Keno, only from the Michigan Lottery.
I'm Taylor Tomlinson, and I'll see you after midnight. 37 minutes after midnight, to be exact, unless you fell asleep like an idiot.
New weeknights on CBS.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide. 1-800-215-6164.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines for Marquette. It's the bouncing ball of temperatures, the big news here with colder conditions coming in on Friday. But then we warm up as we head towards Sunday, Groundhog Day, the last Groundhog Day rather, as we get into the month of February here. And then we're back to much colder conditions to begin that first week of February. No uptick like we've had in the past couple of days here. So for the kids, temperatures starting out in the mid-20s here. We'll have some light snow perhaps here and there. And there is a chance of a little more snow for the afternoon. But it's light, scattered, not seeing more than an inch here as temperatures will be dropped. Might even be a little colder than that 24. So the usual hat, coat, and gloves for the kids on the Friday as they head on to school and come home as well. Through Friday, winds mainly out of the north. Shifting wind directions will really keep any of the bands from being able to set up when you have those wind shifts. When they stay in the same direction for the day, sometimes you can get some pretty good bands. Not seeing that for tomorrow. Northerly winds typically don't give us a lot of lake effect for the Upper Peninsula, and this one probably will be no different. And they won't be really strong. As we head towards Saturday, winds start to shift a little bit, and that will cut off any limited lake effect. But we do have some for tomorrow. A couple of bands here near Marquette, near Houghton as well, and other parts perhaps of the UP. But as you go through the day, you see how they kind of move, and then they shift more east-west by the end of the day. So that will keep, again, these snow amounts on the light side. Eventually on Saturday, the winds do shift light out of the south and southwest, moving the bands out over the lake and giving us maybe, again, some limited light snow for the Saturday and into Sunday as well. So for Friday, you can see snow amounts here. We're looking at an inch or less for the most part. Some of you, you might get a little bit more, but I don't see, like Marquette, I think that 0.5 is pretty good. Saturday into Sunday, again, we're looking at snow amounts generally in the 1 to 3 inch range, but there'll be different types of snow. Saturday will be that kind of drier snow. Sunday with the warmer temperatures, we'll have a wetter snow. But overall, when you add it all up, we're looking at about 1 to 3. So for tonight, the balance tonight, temperatures falling into the lower to mid-20s. Fairly tranquil conditions, some light snow at times Saturday. These are like mid-morning temperatures. They'll start to slowly fall, stay steady perhaps during the afternoon. And Saturday, keeping it cold, a little light snow. And Sunday, warmer as we have Groundhog Day here. We'll see if old Phil sees a shadow. Warming up to near 40. Then we have an extended period of cold for much of next week.
Tom, thanks again. Buckling up when getting in a car is something many of us do without even thinking about it, but it wasn't always so. 40 years ago, a landmark law helped change the culture around seatbelts and dramatically improved road safety. Bradley Blackburn has more.
At the Vintage Automobile Museum of New Jersey, these cars have one thing in common.
Nothing to buckle, no safety measures.
None at all. As founder John Mahoney explained, all these autos, from the 1939 Cadillac LaSalle to the Packard Single Six to the Ford Model T, were built before seatbelts were standard safety features.
Was safety even a concern?
No, I don't think so. I don't think safety was a concern because cars didn't go very fast anyway.
Starting in the 1960s, car makers were required by law to install seat belts, but even then, many people didn't use them.
People thought that it'd be safer to be ejected from a car.
I think you should wear a seatbelt. I do too.
I don't like it.
In January 1985, New York became the first state to require drivers and front seat passengers to use them or face a $50 fine.
Buckle up or else.
A highway survey found use went from 16% to 63% in months.
We've saved over 450,000 lives as a result of seatbelt technology.
David Harkey with the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says today more than 90% of people nationwide wear seatbelts, but that means millions still do not.
When you look at the fatality numbers, what we find is almost half of the occupants who are killed in passenger vehicle crashes are not wearing that seatbelt.
Just look at the difference for a test dummy wearing a belt compared to one who's not.
Seatbelts are still the most important safety feature we have in a vehicle.
It's been a long road to get everyone to buckle up and save lives.
Seatbelt technology continues to improve. Safety advocates say automakers are installing better belts in the back seat that can reduce the chance of injuries in a crash. Many people are searching for ways to improve their mental and physical well-being with it being the new year. Nicole Nielsen introduces us to a Texas woman who says the key to a better life came from an unexpected source: weightlifting.
Life can oftentimes feel heavy, but Alexis Andrews uses weights to help her lighten the mental load.
It's always hard at the beginning.
It might seem contradictory, but 3 years ago, she walked into the gym for the first time, looking for a way to decompress. But what she discovered was so much more than a workout routine. Weight training, she says, became a transformative practice, not just for her body, but for her mind.
I used to have anxiety and depression, and really working out just helped me focus on myself.
The routine was simple at first, but quickly grew into a daily habit that taught her discipline, patience, and the power of showing up for yourself. It transformed her mindset. She feels her best and can show up even better in other areas of her life. The benefit, all beyond that half hour each day.
But working out, I just go in how I feel. And I always come out better. Always. Every time.
She admits it's not always easy. In fact, just getting to the gym each day sometimes is the hardest part. For Alexis, the journey to the gym has helped her build a stronger, happier life.
Even if you hate it, even if you don't feel like it that day, just go to the gym. Even if you don't know what you're doing, going on the treadmill for like 30 minutes to an hour just walking will just be like, you'll just feel so much better.
Research shows strength training can also have benefits as we age, such as maintaining muscle and mobility. Mike Ludlam had your sports highlights after the break. The NMU women's basketball team had a tough one against top-ranked Grand Valley State University. We'll be right back after this.
Hey everyone, Emerald Lagasse here, and I'm so excited to tell you about my French door Air Fryer 360. This is my biggest air fryer yet. Extra large 26-quart capacity. Cook with up to 70% less calories from fat than deep frying. That's a big deal, my friend. It's all about the Air Crisp technology. 360 degrees of superheated air gives you fast, even cooking. With 24 preset cooking functions, doesn't get any easier, folks. My 10-in-1 French door air fryer 360s grills, air fries, dehydrates, roasts, bakes, broils, proofs, slow cooks, and toasts. I mean, this baby does it all. These French doors are a game changer. I mean, look at how easy that is. One-handed. It's super stylish and super easy to use. Every kitchen needs one of these.
Cook for your entire family in one compact kitchen appliance. Now find out how you can try Emeril Lagasse's 26-quart French door air fryer 360 with 3 cooking tiers, fetch tool, air frying rack, and drip tray in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. Order now and you'll also get Emeril's Air Fryer Favorites recipe book. And we'll automatically upgrade you to our bonus cooking kit free. You get bonus number 1, the baking pan to broil and bake family-sized meals. Bonus number 2, the crisper basket for golden, delicious air-fried food without oil. Bonus number 3, the rotisserie spit set for the most delicious chicken you've ever tasted. Bonus number 4, our grill plate to sizzle succulent steaks. And a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, find out how you can get free shipping. This offer will not last, so call or click now to order.
You're gonna love it. I guarantee it.
To order and take advantage of this TV-only offer, call 1-800-460-4496. That's 1-800-460-4496 or go to EmerilFrenchDoor360.com. Call today.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU women's basketball team brought a 2-game winning streak into this weekend's homestand. NMU is 7-3 in the league, but tonight's opponent, Grand Valley State, is 10-0 in the conference, not to mention number 1 in the country with a 20-1 overall record. Casey Thousand's team only lost by 10 points to Grand Valley State a few weeks back, 81-71. The Lakers apparently remembered Ellie Drosty, Mackenzie Bisball, back outside the Paige Vanstee for 3, and a nice kind bounce there. Vanstee led all scores with 20 points, 11-5 Lakers about halfway through the first half. For Northern, J.C. Weisbrod, step back 3 finds the mark. She had 8 points, Wildcats within 11-8. But Grand Valley State scored the next 2 hoops off the miss. Escanaba grad Nicole Kameen up and in, 15-8 Lakers. Off the outside miss, GLIAC preseason player of the year, Riley Brisball with an easy rebound and putback. She had 18 points, 19-10 Grand Valley. Kameen isn't usually known as an outside shooter, but she was 3 of 5 from deep tonight. Takes the pass here and drains it from Avery Zeinstra. 22-10 Grand Valley State after 1 quarter. To the second. For the Wildcats, Kayla Tierney plays catch with Alyssa Hill. Then the pick and roll, and the Nagani grad gets the basket. She had 4 points. Wildcats back within 10, 22-12. The Lakers out-rebounded NMU 12-4 on the offensive board. Off the miss, Lexi Plitzer-White puts that one home. Plitzer-White, by the way, is the daughter of former Michigan Tech All-American and current University of Minnesota women's basketball head coach Dawn Zarling Plitzer-White. Grand Valley led by 16. NMU gets a basket here from Abby Fraza. She had 11 points, but 14 first half turnovers. The Lakers really made it rough on NMU tonight. 74-48, and NMU head coach Casey Thousand knew the Lakers could play like this, especially on defense.
Extra people in practice. You're playing, 5 on 8 or whatever it is. But yeah, their defense was really good today. They were up on us, and I think part of that was the first time we played them, we took care of the ball really well, and we hung on to it, and that was, I think, a big part of it, where they were coming in knowing that they were going to press us, and they got up into us, and we were throwing the ball all over the place.
I thought we played really well on both ends of the ball. I thought we were offensively hunting shots, and we made shots early in the game, which got us out to a good start. And I thought we were really active defensively. That we covered up on their shooters. That we took away their penetration for the most part.
I think right before the game, Coach was telling us how his team's trying to attack us, and they want to get the best of us. So he just told us to come in with a good mindset. I think we were moving well on offense, and then I think some of our shots were falling, obviously.
Of course, a long time ago, Williams was a Hancock girls coach who led him to a state final, coached at Finlandia, Davenport, assistant at the University of Michigan, and then at Grand Valley. Grand Valley visits Tech Saturday, NMU entertains Davenport. How about the men's game, you ask? Well, let's give you a quick answer there. We're in the first half here. Dylan Keel with the ball. Over to Derek Merwick to Jackson Dudek. Puts that one up and in, and he was off to a good start in this one, 13-5 at one point. Next, Julian Smith, driving, spinning, And scoring, he had 14 points. The Wildcats still in pretty good shape. Grand Valley had its moments in the first half. NMU just had a couple more. Cal Klesmit to Jackson Dudek for 3. He ended up with 16. Dylan Keel had 21. The Wildcats outscored the Lakers 45-25 in the second half to post an important 79-52 win over Grand Valley State. To the GLIAC scoreboard, where Marcus Tomaszek struck again. Okay, only 32 points tonight. Yeah, I know what standards. Michigan Tech downs Davenport 77-69. And Lake Superior State, that's a big win over Ferris State 73-64. So that would mean, I think, that Tech and Lake State would be tied for number 1 in the conference. Adam Harikow had 18 points for Lake State, and the Lakers held Ethan Erickson to just 9 points. On the women's side, 3 players in double figures for the Huskies. Jamie Tormanden had 22, 76-66 Tech over Davenport. That's a good of a night for Lake Superior State. All 10 players scored, and Ferris defeated the Lakers 83-46. Yes, there are too many Lakers in this doggone conference. Let's go to high school basketball on the girls' side. Baraga at Lance, right off the opening tip. Alyssa Holly, right there, is going to make a nice pass to Kara Connor for the first basket of the game. The Vikings have a 2-0 lead. Lance using the new 5th quarter rule early where a JV player can get some time in the varsity game. So, yes, you see 2 number 30s, and this one is freshman Aaliyah Mackey knocking down the triple. The Purple Hornets take a 3-2 lead. Back the other way, Maddie Holm drives and scores off the window. Barraga's turn to be ahead 4-3. A short time later, Maddie Holm would strike again from 3-point land. Very nicely done, 7-3 Baraga. Quinn Bosco will score off a give and go for the Purple Hornets. This game ended up going into overtime where Baraga came out on top 52-49. To the numbers on the girls' side, Calumet easily over Chassel 52-10. It was Kearney Nato rolling over Rapid River 69-20. A low-scoring affair, Big Bay Denach 4 better than Superior Central 29-25. Kingsford 53, Forest Park 34. Also on the numbers, Ewan Trout Creek cruises past Watersmeet 68-18. Houghton, a big night for Ava Gerard, 27 points and 13 pounds. Gremlin 61-39, downing Escanaba. Also, Westwood, good night for Lexi Olson, defeating Marquette 42-35. Munising, the road win at Newberry 61-38. It was Norway 43, North Central 33. Ontonagon, a 9-point winner at home over Bessemer 39-30. Jeffers 39, Delaware Bay 29. Pickford over Cedarville Detour 49-37. Stevenson cruises past Mid-Peninsula. It was Ironwood 54, Wakefield Marinisco 39. Oh, we're not done. 41-25, Menominee a winner over West Iron County, and Iron Mountain defeats Manistee 59-44. Excuse me. Boys side, Baraga over Lons 57-52. Other winners tonight include Calumet over Chassel, Ewan Trout Creek over Watersmeet, Gladstone a 4-point winner over Ishpeming, Houghton easily over Bessemer, Ironwood downs West Iron County, Manistee over Rudyard, and Rapid River over Mid-Penn. Superior Central drops Big Bay Denach. Negaunee wins in hockey 6-5 in overtime over Kingsford. The Pistons' Kate Cunningham is an all-star, and we'll be right back.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
I don't wear earbuds, I don't listen to music. It's like you've got that whole beautiful lake, that whole sunrise, like it's there just for you. I've always lived an active life, and after a while my shoulders started to hurt. I had them both replaced at UP Health System by Dr. Doppelt. My experience has all been very positive. You have good people working right here, your friends and your neighbors, that are going to take care of you. I wouldn't choose anywhere else.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. And here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free. That's right, buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings. Only at the Window Store.
Futurecast, balance of tonight, not too bad. Northerly winds will give some scattered bands of lake effect snow showers. Really won't amount to much because of all the shifting winds and the shifting bands there. Most of you getting an inch or less during the day on Friday. Friday night, a little bit more, and then by Saturday, though, the bands will start to move offshore. But another wave may bring in a limited amount of snowfall for Saturday. So temperatures on Friday probably topping out mid-morning, upper 20s, maybe even near 30. Then they'll slowly fall during the afternoon as the northerly winds stick around here. Cold on Saturday, maybe a little light snow, drier snow. Wet snow on Sunday. Through the weekend, we're looking at about 1 to 3, but it'll be hard to accumulate on Sunday, of course, with these milder temperatures. After that, cold snap comes in for the first week of February. We stay in the 20s, but not much in the way of precipitation. Kevin, back to you.
Todd, thanks again. And finally tonight, Ishpeming Middle School is getting ready to open their very first theater production. Next weekend on February 7th and 8th, the middle school will open James and the Giant Peach Jr. and the W.C. Peterson Auditorium. The cast of 50 students has been rehearsing the musical since November. The show's director says many of the students have never done theater before, and it's been exciting to watch them grow as a cast. The showings will be at 7 p.m. on both nights with an additional 1 p.m. performance on the 8th. And that's all the time we have for you tonight, folks. We'll see you tomorrow at 6/5 Central.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order with 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.